Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early December 2021. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get into this nice and smooth with a couple of oracle cards here, just to take a temperature of the energy for you, my beautiful friends. Let's shuffle it up one time for Aquarius. Really hope you're all doing well. And yeah, we'll just look at these first couple of cards real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, we're going to pull a spread, a bonus spread with the Shadowland Tarot to see what type of shadow work you might want to lean into in this time. And those have been coming out really interesting. So let's get it going here. What do we have for the beautiful Aquarius collective, my gods? The cards are jumping at me already. So let's see what we have for Aquarius. Cards are wanting to talk to you. There we go. That one just did a flip out of my hands as well. Okay, so we have this Queen of Swords energy, which could absolutely represent you standing in your power in some way. Let's get one more. I like when Queen of Swords shows up for an Aquarius reading, and now we have this possible complex situation or a lot of people in the energy. So let's talk about this, Aquarius. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'm going to be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Now, into the reading we go. You see this lovely lady here, that older, feminine, strong figure right here. It has a lot of other symbols in it, but whenever this card shows up to me, I just think Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords. So you might be tied to another air sign. If not that, you know this is a serious, honest, kind of shrewd type of character. Could be very strategic in nature. But since this is an Aquarius reading, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. You could be stepping into your power in some kind of way, whether that's seeing how valuable of an individual you are, your uniqueness that you can bring to whatever situation. You might just be about no nonsense in these times, just being straightforward, cut and dry. It is what it is, and not letting your feelings get hurt. You might be hurting someone else's feelings with a Queen of Swords, but we're going to keep it moving over to this next card. You see the man, the woman, the different pictures. I did have someone mention a few weeks ago that to them this card could represent social media, so I don't know if that's pertinent to any of you. That was a good shout out from that person. But the way I feel this card is that it could speak about big groups of people. I mean, 'tis the season, like family, celebrations, work things, but also complex situations. A lot of energies might be affecting you in this time, whether good, bad, or indifferent. So I feel like there might be a lot going on right here. Once again, 'tis the season. So with all that being said, we're going to dive into the full reading. Let's go. We're going to get these tarot cards out here for the Aquarius Collective, please. Let's shuffle it up one time for my beautiful friends, the Aquarius Collective, these first three. So last week's reading was titled An Emotional Warning. The week before that was Big Victory Incoming. So talk about a bit of a flip-flop. Hopefully your emotions haven't been too on edge because there was a lot of fire and air, possible explosiveness. But yeah, the week before was super positive with Big Victory Incoming. So we'll see what we have this week. You know energies are always like a roller coaster. We'll see what we got going. But yeah, hopefully nothing rough has been happening in the past week for you with an emotional warning last week. Okay, we have the Lovers in position number 1. Okay, now that could mean a lot of things. Let's keep it going, though. We have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. So far, we're looking pretty positive when we're talking about the general energies of these cards. That Ace of Cups is so beautiful in this deck. It really is. What do we got? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so we have the Devil on the back end, and you have a bonus this week, Aquarius. You have the Two of Wands right over here, so we'll stick that right there and get into this reading now. Now, there is a very interesting dynamic of energy going on right here, and I always say the Aquarius readings are super layered, like every single week. So we're going to piece all of this together. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicier, intuitive stuff. Powerful energies surrounding the opposite sides of this Ace of Cups with the Lovers in position number 1. Now, maybe some of you are tied to Gemini. This is Gemini energy. If that is not it, the Lovers to me does speak about our interpersonal relationships, our bonds, those we are closest with. Of course, it's a card that could represent soulmates, twin flames, romance, especially with the Eight of Cups. A lot of you might have romantic things on the mind. But think about those we are very close with here when the Lovers shows up. If you're not watching this for romantic or any interpersonal things, this is a free-flowing type of energy, the opposite of the Devil energy on the other end. Because the Devil is like trapped, pinned down. It's like within a cage, literally, you see it on the card. This is much more free-flowing. So we have that interesting dynamic, that yin-yang going on in this reading already. But right here in the center, we have the Ace of Cups. All aces are opportunities. This could be another signal about love situations, romance, or emotion in general. Like I said, last week's reading was an emotional warning, so your emotions might be a little more heightened, of course, with a card like this. But you could have some good opportunities coming your way. Okay, and we do have to clarify to see what this could be, but it could be an opportunity that brings you much emotional fulfillment, make you very happy. This is a positive card. And I like the fact that in this spread, although the devil's there, which doesn't sync the reading, there's much positivity to be had. Right here on the back end, though, we have the devil. This is a card that elicits some fear out of people when they see it show up. Now, it could just be a Capricorn. Maybe some of you are on the cusp of Capricorn when we see this card. That could be the literal meaning for some of you. But if it's none of that, this card, once again, is restricted. It's trapped. It could talk about toxicity. It could speak about fear. It could speak about addictions, all sorts of different things the devil can mean. Pleasures of the flesh. Like, there's so many different. So we're going to see when we clarify what this devil could represent. It could even represent an individual or a person around you. So you might want to watch the company you keep. But once again, we have that play of energy on the extreme ends. And right here as your bonus, which we don't even clarify, is the Two of Wands. All twos in tarot represent decisions, possible crossroads in life, but it is a big card of planning. So you might be planning your future out. Maybe someone's making plans towards you. Let's dive deeper on all this, though. We're going to jump in and clarify. So let's shuffle it up one time for the beautiful Aquarius collective here. My guides, talk to me. What do we have for my friends? Can't wait to get these clarifiers out because I want to see what's up. What do we got for Aquarius, please? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot because, as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. So we're going to go in on these lovers here. And, of course, if you read tarot yourself, that's why this box is here. You could play along. If you're feeling any messages, share it with your collective in the comments. I don't mind whatsoever. So let's go in with these lovers. There are countless ways to interpret cards. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse under the lovers. There might be some sort of connection. Once again, I just want to preface this and not say that this is solely based on love. But with the Eight of Cups in reverse, there could be some sort of connection or partnership in your life that you just don't want to let go of, or you don't want it to change. Like, that's how this feels. Now, if that's not you, this could be how someone's feeling towards you. Like, not wanting to let something go, not wanting it to change. I'm not feeling like this is a bad type of energy right here with this Eight of Cups in reverse. It's something that might stay the same. So if that energy doesn't resonate with you, it could be a simple message of like those personal relationships that you're holding at this current time don't seem too erratic. Like if something has been away for a certain while, don't expect it to really change up in this moment. But it is bringing our attention to the close personal connections you have or you might want to have. Okay, you might be wanting to bring someone into your life that encompasses this type of energy. We're going to go in on the Ace of Cups, though. I'm not going to stick to that one too much. I feel like it's simple in nature. So why is the Ace of Cups here? Really interested to get over to that Devil card, see what that could be about. Okay, yeah, we got the Nine of Wands in the upright under this Ace of Cups. Someone being super protective of their emotions. And once again, similar to last week, I don't feel like this is more of a warning. But if you've been having issues with somebody, they're just being, like, this is self-protection mechanism. Like, this is what's screaming to me right now. Now, the Wounded Warrior has been through a mess, doesn't want to go through it again, this Nine of Wands. But under this Ace of Cups, I don't feel like it's an opportunity that you're trying to safeguard. For some of you, it could be. But I feel like this is somebody that is so protective over their emotional well-being that they're not letting somebody in or they're not wanting to let anybody mess that up. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, I'm just delivering the message as I see it. That could be a very good thing. Like protecting yourself, protecting your emotions, putting somewhat of a wall up. Be a little leery about who you let in because we still might have a warning here on the back end, okay? Because with this first energy I was seeing with the Eight of Cups in reverse and the Devil, like, we'll see what happens. But you might need to be in Nine of Wands mode. Keep your eyes open, and that's okay. Okay? Let the right people in. That's kind of how this is making me feel. Make sure you're letting the right people in. So let's see what's up with this Devil card. Then I'll give you a quick recap before we get into the bonus. So why is the Devil here? And once again, we don't clarify the Two of Wands because that was just a bonus card. Okay, yeah. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse here. Very, very interesting. Now, usually to me, that is a card of independence. It's a big card of abundance. Why am I getting this crazy stressed out, like rocky, like someone feeling like they're walking on quicksand type of vibe? Now, that's completely intuitive, but that's just what's striking me right now with this Devil and this Nine of Pentacles. Once again, this could be someone in your life that is just overly consumed with materialistic things. But the main thing it's making me feel is like someone really feeling like they're walking on quicksand. And I still want to say, beware the company you keep, because this is a very complicated energy I'm picking up here on the back end that I don't normally get in readings. The independence of the Nine of Pentacles showing up in reverse, there might be somebody that wants to make you rely on them. Like, that's the vibe this is making me feel. So beware of any individuals that are like trying to make you rely on them, because there's a lot of partnership and emotional things. Like, yeah, you might have to watch somebody that's in your circle for sure. Like, that's how this is making me feel. I'll show it to you both, because with the way this whole reading is lining up, just watch the company you keep in this time. There is a warning here with this Devil for sure. Okay, so let's go through and do a quick recap. We'll try to paint this whole picture, especially if there's somebody that's like trying to make you rely on them. That's just the thing that's going through my mind right now. But yeah, it could just be nagging thoughts and feeling like the floor is lava, all right? But if you kindly look down in the box right here, in position number 1, we have the Lovers with the Eight of Cups in reverse. Not wanting to let something go, not wanting to let somebody else go. Could be how someone is feeling about you as well. Could be wanting that in your life. Now, I'm not going to pigeonhole this into love alone, but right in the center, we have someone being very protective of their emotions, very protective of their happiness with the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Wands. I'd say that's pretty good, because you want to be protective of those things. If you know what makes you happy, it's okay to protect yourself. On the back end, though, we have the Devil with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And it could either be someone feeling like they're walking on shaky ground, walking a tightrope, floor is lava, like I said. Or it could be somebody that's trying to make you rely on them or trying to get you addicted to them in some kind of way. So watch the company you keep. Like, this could be a dodgy individual here on the back end. So please take a screenshot of that if you'd like, because there's so many more meanings that could be in this spread. And we're going to get into the shadow work now with the Shadowland Tarot, which has been very interesting. And I've been telling every single sign that this Shadowland Tarot has darker imagery, and it forces us to look at the darker aspects of the cards, and that's okay. So let's see what we got here. We're just going to pull you 3 and see what shadow work would be beneficial for you to look into in this time, because that's the best way we deal with pains and shadows, is confronting them head on. So only take it if it hits, of course, too, because generally I'm a very optimistic reader, but when we do shadow work, we're looking at the tough aspects. So what do we got here for the Aquarius Collective? What shadow work should Aquarius look into, please? The deck, like the cards are doing flips in my hand, but not coming out. That's very odd. Okay, we have the Three of Cups in position number 1. And the darker side of this Three of Cups could be material attachments rearing its head once again. Pleasures of the flesh, similar to that Devil energy. So let's get 2 more here. Let's get 2 more for Aquarius, please. Thank you. Okay, we have the Star card. That could represent you. Let's get 1 more. Interesting. If you've had other dealings with another Aquarius, that could be showing up here in this energy as well. That could be lingering around. Okay, we got the Six of Cups. Very nice. Okay. Card of memories. Absolutely. So let's talk about this, Aquarius. Now, when we look at the darker aspects of these cards, 2 of them are cups, which fall into the emotional realm, like I was speaking about the last couple of weeks' readings were. But the Three of Cups in the negative could be somebody that parties up a little too much, overindulges in certain things. This is pleasures of the flesh. So hopefully you haven't had issues with substances in the past, or anything that's too materialistic could be showing up in the shadows as well. So you might need to break some ties to materialistic things or people when we see this in the shadows. Moving to the center, though, we have the Star, which could represent you or another Aquarius, but the darker side of this is somebody that's not quite positive or optimistic about the future, because the Star to me is a card about the future. It is also very spiritual. It's a beautiful type of card that I absolutely love. But the darker side of it is some pessimism, somebody not quite thinking about the future in a positive light. So if you don't have other cards by another Aquarius, like, you might need to balance out your optimism, pessimism, skepticism. Moving to the back, we got the Six of Cups, and this is all about memories. This is all about past. This is all about people we may have connections with for a very, very long time. So we've been seeing that since the reading itself, but there might be something you need to purge from your memories. Now, I'm not saying you need to get rid of those memories, but come to grips, come to terms with it, so you're not thinking about it as often. That's what this card tells me. Or there could be just somebody that you have a lot of history with that might not be the most healthy. That's what this feels like in regards to shadow. So do with that what you will, my friends. Aquarius, much love to you. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the November subscriber surprise, I'll be posting the winners in my community tab on December 1st, so make sure you check that out. But for the December subscriber surprise, I'm doing a little winner's choice this month. You could either have your choice of this beautiful Tarot of Dreams kit or a free personal reading from me. 3 winners for December. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what tarot card makes you happy whenever you see it in a spread. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll pick the winners at random as usual, my friends. Much love to you, and I'll see you next time.